Hey guys, what's up? All right, so here we are. It's well, hold on. Let me bring some friends in first here. What's going on, everybody? Man, the chat's already pretty busy before we started. Appreciate you guys wanting to show up to see what little me has to say. So I have a couple people here to make sure I'm not crazy and to kind of keep me in line. So I have Drew and Max here. So let me bring these guys in. Let me push the right button. Oh, that's terrible. So I have Drew and Max. Uh, Max can keep me in line. He was a former Marine, also. So
I got my knife ham ready. Yeah.
yeah, he'd be like, tell me to shut the f up. No, I've not heard from Billy at all. I know he's ignoring my Facebook messages. He's probably watching this right now. I guarantee you he is.
I was checking his channel for like a stream snipe, like he was going to be watching this like on his channel or something, but he's not doing that.
Yeah, whatever. He's not replying. He hasn't read any of my Facebook messages. He's probably gonna make an excuse saying, I didn't even see him, some lame excuse. I sent him an invite. I sent him he's more than welcome to come in here. I am not a coward who hides from people. I don't hide from confrontation. Sometimes I run towards it. Hey, look at that. Mr. Hearn was right there right before the fight. Yeah. So, it's almost to the point now to where, the fight's irrelevant, in my opinion. Like, the fight it happened. It sucks that it happened. There was a fight at New York Comic Con, a VIP guy and a retailer. I have no idea who instigated what. There are some problems that happen there. Readily admit that. Retailers getting in line before VIP people. Well, if the con allowed it, the con allowed it. Like, shame on the con for allowing that. And I've said in my video, so before we get into that, I've been scrolling through YouTube. Let me share my screen here real quick. What's going on, Wes and Nerdette? Doing this fine evening. So,
Sean, I will say this real quick. I am fully guilty of, in the past, like say Art Germ at C2E2. Ernie and I are fully guilty of taking long boxes to Art Germ before the show even starts.
But that's
we're going to take advantage of the situation.
But that's what the agent coordinates.
Yeah, exactly.
The art rep will say,
yeah.
Oh man, we don't have time during the show. Bring it over to the booth and we'll sign him as soon as he gets there.
Yep.
Right. And as soon as he gets there, is when everyone's in line.
Yeah.
So just scrolling through YouTube, here's what got me started on this whole kick, right? I looked at my Facebook feed. For those of you who don't know, I was at New York Comic Con. I had a 20 by 20 booth for Comics Elite, giant booth. Cost me 5 figures. I had my publishing company, Merck Publishing, co-owned by myself and Jamie Tyndall, and our newly announced Legends Publishing, we had a 10 by 20 booth right towards the front, right by the bathroom, which was awesome. Got to walk by every time I had to go take a leak. So I had a lot of stuff happening in New York. I have tons of friends and creators down in our Sally. So I was at New York Comic Con. It was an amazing convention. Amazing. I know personally, after some more phone calls today, of at least 12 people, vendors, creators, who say that was their best convention of the year. Not just best convention of the year, record-setting sales. Record-setting sales for 12. That's just in my little circle of people that I know. I only know very, very few people who said, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. That's always going to happen. That's always going to happen. There's been many shows I've gone to. I thought it was going to blow up and it didn't. Right. But for all in all, New York Comic Con was a humongous success. Okay. Now, there was an isolated incident between a VIP person and one retailer. No idea who it is. I don't even know if it was a retailer. I don't know what store they belong to. No one's come out and said anything about it. No clue, no idea, no impact, no idea. No idea. One isolated event between two people. And if you go on YouTube and look, you would think the world was ending. Dumpster fire, drama.
Yeah, you said it, Sean, it was an isolated incident. I mean, how many conventions have we been to where this has never happened? This was like a first. What first?
Yeah,
I've been to.
Well, Whatnot Resellers exposed Billy. This is what really got me upset. There were 2 videos specifically. I went live last night and did a video talking about these. I watched 2 videos and I did a reaction to them, right? I reacted to this video right here. Another con ruined, right? Whatnot leeches ruined New York Comic Con for Peach Momoko and fans. And I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's not what happened at all. Ruin the con? What are you talking about? So I watched this video and I responded to it. And he's in there talking about, I can't show it because here's what happened. I called him out. In his video, he flicks off Whatnot Sellers and says, come at me. Come at me. He calls people out. Come at me. Big man on campus, right? Come at me, bro. Right? Come at me, bro. I came at him. I sure did. Challenge accepted. Right? Took out my knife hand. Let's go, man. Let's do this. Right? Like Max said a while ago. I was like, let's go, man. I'm down. I invited him to do a debate. I invited him to let's come on we'll even go on your channel. You can get all the views and the likes and all that shit and all your monetary shit from YouTube. Go for it. Well, guess what he did? He put in a copyright claim. Mr. Come at me, bro, puts in a copyright claim, and the video got taken down. Now, I spent more time than I ever wanted to in my life researching copyright claims and fair use, and I've given 2 responses now to YouTube. So
how was the class, Sean? You were told to attend a class.
It literally was 4 seconds. It was 4 questions. It was 4 questions. But anyway, so
I'll see. I'll see because I have a couple other YouTube friends that have done this before, where YouTube will strike something or put a copyright claim on something without any explanation, and there is a response that you can give. I'll see if I can copy it and then send it to you, Sean. Because
I think I did that, Max. I found I spent a lot of time doing this. I did the cut and paste of the thing, and then I specifically went in there and said, I believe it was for there's tons of it'll bore the shit out of you guys, but it's totally fair use. I gave him credit for his creation. I didn't take his creation. I didn't say it was mine ever. It was educational. It was reactionary. It was for a critique. All the reasons. But anyway, this I'm trying not to call him a little bitch. I really am. I'm trying not to say those words. I don't want to personally attack him.
But I mean, you don't want to. But the video he made after that, it's like
and then good point, Drew. So he puts in a copyright strike against my video, and then he goes and does a reaction video to my video. Now he just talked about it. He's like, I didn't have time to watch. It's ridiculous. I wish I could respond to it because it's ridiculous. I'm too busy. I'm too busy doing videos and posting on my website and going through FOC. And I'm like, no shit. Like, number one, there's a couple things I want to address. So I know you're busy. I promise you, you're not as busy as I am. I promise you. It's not a contest, right? It's not a who's busier contest kind of thing, right? But I mean, come on. I commonly split up in 2 separate entities. I have 2 completely separate businesses with their EINs, payroll, tax, everything. I have Merck Publishing, the managing owner of. We're standing up Legends Publishing, exclusives. I have artists coming to the store I'm trying to coordinate. I am super busy. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So everyone's busy. I got it. But you know what? You make time for what's important. You could make time. He could make time to go on and make a video calling everybody out. But he doesn't have time to respond when people actually accept his challenge. Right? I'm too busy for this. No, you're a coward. You're a coward and you're scared to back up the shit that you said. Right? Craig 69, nothing to see here. He's not here, guys. He's not here.
I'll say this from kind of like an impartial third party because I wasn't at Comic-Con, at the New York Comic-Con, nor did I even know that there was any drama that had gone on. So Sean, your video was the first one I watched, and then I watched his right afterwards, kind of responding to you. And one of the things that I thought was interesting was that he basically said that he 100%, and he made it very clear, believed Peach Momoko and 100% believed Bleeding Cool, the article or the thing Bleeding Cool,
Okay.
which is notorious for like not doing their research or bad
With biased
articles or
journalism. Yeah.
yeah, journalism that is just incorrect. So to put 100% into something, I was already like, there's no way. There's even for me who wasn't at the comic convention, you can't, if Drew were to give me a comic book recommendation right now, there's no, 100%, there's no way I would, say,
Yeah.
oh, that's perfect. So right off the bat, I was like, I don't know how something can be 100% to someone who wasn't at the convention themselves.
Well, I hear you, man. And that was another thing that I was bringing up. So, and you know what, Max, I'm prepared to grant him. I will grant him the fact that whatever happened at the con. There was a fight. Peach hid under her table. She didn't come back on Sunday. I'll grant that. That's fine.
Yeah.
And even with that granted, it's almost irrelevant because with everything else he was saying, he's trying to blame whatnotters, saying, "Oh, whatnot's ruining conventions," and he said a bunch of shit that just irritated me because it clearly he doesn't know what he's talking about. He said
he's gone after James Skeffington. I know that.
He said these guys. He said conventions are going to need to start banning whatnot sellers, and I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, are you crazy? You can't do that. You can't be like, oh, do you sell on whatnot? Oh, you're not allowed to come to the convention. What? Are you nuts? Like, that's not a thing. You can't.
Wasn't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. And God, what was the second? What were you gonna go ahead and ask? What you were gonna ask?
I was just going to ask because he had also mentioned something in the video that was like, oh, I bet it's nice to be paid by whatnot to like come out and do.
Yeah,
and I was like, Sean, I'm pretty sure bought his own booth, owns his own thing. Like, like whatnot would be lucky if they don't have the type of money to pay you to go do that. Like, you had to do that yourself. Am I correct in saying?
So a couple things here.
Okay.
Whatnot is loaded. Okay,
wow.
the company.
Okay. Fair,
they got huge investments into them. It's no secret they are low. They are swimming in money, right?
Okay.
Now, and they do have people. So Whatnot has people that they give money to. They work for White Widow. I keep seeing White Widow on the chat. Look, man, real quick. Hey, man, I got nothing to do with White Widow. Nothing to do with it. That's Absolute Comics. Merc Publishing has nothing to do with White Widow. That is not us. We have Miss Meow, we have Born of Blood, we have Death Rage, we have many, many more on the way. Whatnot has people that they work for them. So they give them, they get a certain amount to go around to the convention and buy exclusives. And then they get time on the stage to sell at the convention. They have these big stages set up. They let people buy big sellers. They'll give them time on the stage to sell. There's like a main stage, and then there's 3 different selling areas. The Whatnot line at the convention was wrapped around their booth. People trying to, because you could go and scan your account and you get a chance to get free stuff, and you win these little cans. If there's something in your can, you get cool stuff. Like it's awesome. Like, it's really cool. So there were a ton of people there. Now we've built up Comics Elite's Whatnot accounts to be pretty prominent. I think
I've purchased stuff from you guys on the Whatnot account from I want to say it's Mariah.
Yeah, she's one of them.
So
here's our stats. I mean, we have 9,000. We just at New York, we just broke 9,000 followers, and within the next 2 days, we had another 100 already. So we're clearly on our way to 10,000 pretty fast.
Nice.
So we got 9,000 followers, 9.6 rating, 43,000 items sold, and we haven't even 40 7,400 ratings. We have the 4.96. We have a 1-day average ship time. Like, those are some of the best stats on the app.
Yeah.
So my team, I'm super proud of my team. They're doing fantastic on Whatnot. We are Whatnot sellers. I was just up there helping with the show before I came down here. We do 2 to 3 shows a day. But we were at New York Comic Con. You can see our shows. We did, I don't know if I can see them. They used to be there.
At the Wi-Fi, yeah, that was awesome there at the booth. Remember that?
Oh, terrible. We couldn't even go live. It was so terrible.
Oh my gosh.
But,
so may I ask then,
yeah.
Do you think that a lot of the backlash that we're seeing, or like the videos from YouTubers, because I remember you had brought up another guy who was, similar type of talk where it was like the con was ruined by Whatnot sellers.
Oh yeah.
Is it kind of I know it started with Acetate Gate. So is this kind of a continuation in that retailers are thinking that influencers are taking their market, or that fans aren't being allowed to? Because the one guy kept saying true fans, and I was like, listen, I'm a true fan. Like, I don't do any of this investing, or I collect back issues, but the like the variant cover market isn't what I'm super well versed in. So yeah, do you feel like it's a lot of these YouTubers and retailers thinking that this stuff is being taken from them from Whatnot, or like I said, impartial third party?
A lot of it is really just jealousy. That's what a lot of it is. I'll tell you.
Bingo.
Anytime when I was brand new doing this just on Facebook out of my garage, in the comic world 5-6 years ago, I had tons and tons of haters. People that were friends of mine they turn on you fast. Jealousy is rampant in this industry, because if you're having success and someone else is having their success, they're not happy for you. They just can't wait to watch you fail, because for some reason they feel like, oh well, I couldn't do it, so this person, there's a lot of weird psychology behind it. There's tons of jealousy in the industry.
Clearly, Facebook was that hot medium that Sean used, and Whatnot was that new one that was getting ready to explode. Sean joined it right when it was exploding, and I
was actually a year behind everybody else.
Oh, it had been in place for a year. Wow,
pretty much, yeah. Hey, Devo, tell your leader to come and talk to me. Y'all are gaslighting. You suck. I think you meant to say you suck, but he couldn't finish the last 2 words, last 2 letters. You missed the last 2 letters, man. So right now I just sue. I sue. I don't suck. I sue.
He's telling you to sue.
I'm gaslighting. What are you talking about? I'm super honest about everything, man.
You're just telling the facts.
Yeah. Anybody wants to come on and argue with me, go for it. I'll send you a link. Yeah, we came in about a year later. So yeah, we've already built a very good Whatnot presence after about a year. And a lot of stuff that people are complaining about, specifically what Economics and Comics was complaining about, he doesn't know what it's like at these conventions. Just the fact. Hold on, my wife's calling me. I gotta tell her I'm live.
Billy, stop calling me. Why aren't you letting him in?
I know, right? Okay, sorry, I told her I'm live. Just his video, right? I'll share it again, just to kind of make my point again. Just his video, Whatnot leeches ruin New York Comic Con. So that's not true. It's misleading. It's deceiving. It's dishonest. Oh, I better not show it. It'll put in a copyright strike against me.
I was gonna say, be careful, because
he's a coward and won't talk to me.
Well, bear in mind, Sean, in that video he made, he said he didn't watch any of the videos. He was relying upon everyone else to tell him.
So anyway, this is not true. New York Comic Con was not ruined. It was an amazing experience. And if any of these YouTubers, him included, actually went to the convention, they would know that it was a great convention. It was an amazing experience. There was one isolated incident at Peach Momoko's booth. She left because there was a fight at her booth. There's no evidence that the person that caused the fight worked for Whatnot, was a Whatnot seller. Even if they were, That's one person's actions.
Mm-hmm.
That's one person's actions.
Isolated.
Isolated incidents. It's one person's actions.
And bear in mind, that situation that day, that was the right combination of everything, where you had a small confined space, a lot of people brushing elbows, heat. It was very hot down there. You had a hot artist down there as well for the first time in the States. There's going to be heat. There's going to be heated temp. There's going to be probably a lot of
here's my main problem right now, right? So this dude, Billy, I make a video. He called people out. He challenged people. He called them to the table. Said, "Let's go." He called people out. I responded publicly in front of everybody. In front of everybody, I pulled his video up. I responded to every single word that he said. I responded to everything that he said. He puts in a copyright strike against me to get my video pulled. And then he goes and makes this video saying, "You should have kept your mouth shut." Retailers, influencers, like he's got the last word and he's the king and knows everything. And he says more ridiculous stuff in the video. He says something about, "I have more subscribers than you." I don't give a shit. I'm not chasing stuff. YouTube is not my livelihood like it is for him, right? So he makes a couple other comments about, "I'm doing all this work. I'm busy trying to save my people money. I'm trying to save my people money." You know what? You're a martyr. You're a hero. You save everybody money. You know what you do? You make money off of YouTube just like everybody else does. You do the FOC videos, and all your top 10 people go to your website to buy those top 10. I taught you how to do that. I taught him how to do this. When we were doing videos together, I explained to him how I make money. I told him he could do the same thing. I was doing YouTube videos on his channel before I started my own channel. And then when I started my own channel, that's when the relationship started to dissolve. He's made a couple backhanded comments about I took all of his subs or some shit, because it has nothing to do with the fact that I have an email list of 40 to 50,000 people on it. And I've been established in the Facebook Live community for 5 to 6 years. I have a brick and mortar store. I'm known in the comic community. That has nothing to do with it. It's all his subs, right? That's what it was. But anyway, now he's just ghosted me. He won't say anything publicly, and so now I'm basically calling him out. He said I should have kept my mouth shut. They should have kept their mouth shut. Well, he thinks he's a big man. He wants to talk a big game, but he won't come on. He has a link. I sent it to him right now. I know that his fans are watching right now. I know they are a part of the 105 current people watching. I know they are. So I know some of you guys have his cell phone number. I know you're texting him. I know that he knows we're live right now. And I promise you, he's watching this video right now. I know he is. And he refuses to come on and talk about it because I'm publicly calling him right now. He is being a coward. He's absolutely being a coward. He put in a copyright strike, got the video pulled where I directly responded to him, and now he puts that video up and says, "I should have kept my mouth shut." Well, here I am, sir. Here I am. Sir.
Yeah. I think that's the unfortunate part, is that if he truly did want to have a conversation, there wouldn't have been a copyright strike, because that is fair use. You were simply making a response video. You are entitled to your own opinion as Sean, not as Comics Elite as a whole, but as Sean. You have an opinion on this. You wanted to make a video. You have every right to do that. And you wanted to have a conversation. And if you, I recall you saying in that video, like, I'm not trying to, beat the guy up, but I am calling him on the things that I don't believe are true, which I thought was, good. Yeah. But yeah, it's, if he truly wanted to have a conversation, in my eyes, in my opinion, he wouldn't have copyright struck the video, and he would, want to actually say, okay, let's talk. Let's do it on my channel. We can have your subs, my subs, and we can actually discuss what actually happened.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah. I'll go to his channel where he is the safety of his home turf. I don't care. So yeah, a couple things here. Let's not ignore some of these. So There's definitely a nuance will happen for sure. It's a combination of folks exhibitor badges getting early before the public, rotating back to the line, stacks of books. Yeah, if that happened, absolutely, Joe, that is a problem. 100% that's a problem. There are conventions where they do not allow exhibitor badges in line for the
San
first
Diego.
hour of the show. San Diego.
Yep.
If you have an exhibitor badge, they won't even see you. There are retailers out there who sell exclusives at a couple Fan Expo shows that have said, if you have a retailer badge, we won't talk to you. I've gone to those shows and actually purchased regular badges, for that day. So people like my employees, like Drew, when Drew's helping out, can go over there and get in line and get signatures that we need. Right? No problem.
The other thing is, a lot of fans can't go to these shows. A lot of them want to go to the shows, but they can't. So we're getting these signatures for those fans that can't go. It's not because we're getting them for us; we're getting them for their fans.
Yep. Now, so Mr. Zilla, Whatnot is messing up cons for the fans. I don't know, man. You guys are saying Whatnot as an entire organization and a company, right? There may be specific sellers on Whatnot that are not doing things ethically, possibly. And what a lot of these Whatnot sellers are doing are things that I've done for years. For example, let's say a Whatnot seller goes and buys out an entire print run, and then that dude decides to sell those comics for $100 a pop. That's good business. You know what I'm saying? That's good business.
That's the market. That's where it's at.
Someone has the ability. If there's some billionaire out there that has the ability to buy every single Corvette that's manufactured that year, and then then sells them to other collectors for double the profit, good for him. Good for him for having. That's a huge risk. Number one, it's a huge risk, and I have bought out entire print runs of exclusives before. Absolutely, I have. Yeah, it is a free market. Exactly. Yeah. If you take that risk and buy that entire print run, and then that screws you up, you get stuck with all those books. That's a risk you're taking, right? That's a risk you're taking.
Oh, someone has a bone to pick with me in the comments.
They want your professional signature. They want now that you're a celebrity.
You know what, Grundy? I 100% agree with you. It's sad that we can't have a discussion about this, live or not. It is very sad. I will talk to anybody about anything, anytime. I always will. I'm an open book.
And
many people.
Going to conventions, setting up at a convention is a financial risk. It is a big risk. You're rolling the dice. You're hoping it's successful. And I'm not going to hate to say it, but Billy is a guy who will not take that risk. He doesn't take that risk.
Well, yeah, he has his safe universe he's made where he just sells. He gets, all of his money he saves as sickos from his discount code here, discount code there. He gets a cut of those discount codes and people make purchases. He gets money from likes and clicks and views and watch time on YouTube. He's making money from his web store. He's paying for his livelihood with comics and YouTube. So be it. Good for him, man. Good for him. That is a good thing. A good thing. Good for him. But don't play the martyr card where I'm too busy. I'm just trying to save all my sickos money. Okay, well, good for you. But don't pretend like you're doing this for free. You are making a livelihood doing this, 100%. I feel bad for Peach also. She never should have been in that situation. We need a conversation or it's pointless. I agree. Somebody call him and get him in here. No, or I'll go over there. I don't care. I don't need no stinking badges.
Stinking badges.
Man, for some reason, we cannot beat the Jaguars. I don't know.
Oh, no.
I don't know what it is about the Jags, but the Colts just can't beat them. But I will be there in the box, rooting them on. Drew's going to be there. Max, feel free to fly your ass out here and go too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had that money.
Big fan guys, I'm worried. You guys are awesome, but I'm not worried. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Cancel culture is the enemy 100%. Man, cancel culture is crap. Terry, we'll go get our nails done with Star Wars fingernails whenever you want, man. I'm down. But my wife has to do it too. You know what? I hear you, Jamie. I get tired of the bickering too. But when someone calls out somebody and they respond, and then they do everything they can to censor them, right? And then they want to say they should have kept their mouth shut, And at the end of that video, by the way, he says, "Bitch." He calls someone
at the very end.
Like, big man, big man on campus, but hiding behind your videos and not coming out and talking in public.
And he didn't even say your name. He didn't say Comics Lee. He didn't say Sean.
Yeah, but we all know what he's talking about.
We know what he's talking about. Yeah.
We know what he's talking about.
I did see something in the. Oh, go ahead, Sean.
I was just saying, what not different than eBay for cons? Yeah, it's completely different, Grundy. Completely different. You can get some amazing deals on whatnot. Amazing deals on whatnot. It used to be Facebook used to have the reputation. So first here, Instagram sucks for comic sales. It sucks for comic sales. It's great to get likes. It's great for exposure. It sucks for comic sales. Facebook.
Look who's in the chat.
Facebook is fantastic for selling comics. Fantastic. I'm behind in the chat. I don't even know. I'm missing tons of stuff.
Take a peek.
There he is. Welcome. You have a video. There you go. Billy, you have a video in your Facebook. Come on in and let's talk. No problem. It's a response video. Have you ever seen reaction videos? You guys ever seen reaction videos?
You've done them.
Their whole channels
all the time. All the time. All the time. So come on in or invite me to yours, and I will respond to your video live, and you can respond to me responding to your video. 100%. Come on in. There's a link in your Facebook Messenger right now. Oh, Drew, you're so cute.
You couldn't even spell your correctly. It's you apostrophe R-U. So my cute is
I'm at the camera.
My cute. It's possessive. My cute.
Listen, it's the coward. I don't know what that is. Listen, it's the coward here. I'll get straight to the point. A response is a response. No, it's fine. It's fine. So, well, if you're not afraid, then come on. Then come on. You called people out, Billy. You called people out. I responded to your call out. You went onto the parking lot and said, "Come on out. Who wants some of me? Come on out." And I came out, and then you ran away. Basically, just saying. All right, so I guess that's all he has to say. Anyway,
well,
hey, the link's in your chat. Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you wanna wait and see if he'll pop into the chat. There was something that I saw in the chat like earlier on, and someone was saying something like, they were kind of gaslighting in terms of, they were saying that like Peach had only said that the line was for fans, and yet retailers still showed up in the line. But that's not on Peach, that's on the convention itself. So like, I want to make that very, very clear. Like, I wasn't there, but convention rules are that like, if someone is in line that they shouldn't be, that's on the convention, right? Or the line holders or the agent of the actual artist or creator that's there.
So typically, like Max, for example, New York Comic Con last year, Greg Capullo was here. I had a short box of stuff for him to sign. His handler said, hey, we'll sign 20 at a time. Then we'll bring in other people, 20 other people. Then we'll do another 20. That's how it's usually coordinated. Unfortunately.
I mentioned that. I mentioned that too in my video too, about how I remember seeing Steranko with a store had 4 long boxes next to him, and every time there was a break in the line, he plopped like 10, 20 books in front of him, and he would sign them.
Yeah,
Craig, I think I handled it pretty well.
And I am the grammar police. My mother's an English teacher, so it's coming out.
Oh, there you go.
All right, you guys heard it, guys. Drew's coming out right here live.
We're proud of you, Drew.
So Billy, if you do want to come on, so you don't feel like it's 3 against 1, I will. Drew and Max will go away.
I'm out.
And it's just me and you. I don't expect you to feel like you're being ganged up on. If you want to invite me on your channel, I have no problem coming on. If you want to get all, that way you can get all the likes and clicks and views and shit. So whatever. But there's tons of people. God, look at all the reaction videos on YouTube. There's tons and tons and tons of them where they react to, they watch Star Wars live and react to it. They react to songs. Geez, look at all the song videos. Person hears Metallica for the first time. There's tons of reaction videos. Kyle even said today, he's like, that seems like what YouTube is. It's just nothing but reaction videos sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah. But you know what? It was a very chicken shit thing to do. Very chicken shit thing to do. It's not like I'm making a ton of money on your video. It's not what it's about for me. I have other ways in the comic industry. I don't need YouTube to make money.
That's true. I mean, Sean, I see the numbers. We're not making money on the YouTube channel.
Not making anything.
We're not. No, we're not.
After I pay you guys, I'm literally losing money on the YouTube channel every single month. You're gonna do 2 video, man. Well, you guys start doing another one now.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, that's really the whole point of this, guys, was to just say, look, he says very clearly, you should have kept your mouth shut. There he is. You should have kept your mouth shut. Well, I'm not keeping my mouth shut. I don't know who you think you're talking to. You know, I've done a ton of stuff to help Billy. I'll talk directly to him. I've done a ton of stuff to help you in this industry. A ton of stuff to help you in this industry. I would almost be confident to say you wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't for me giving you advice and guidance and some mentorship along the way. All those mystery boxes that we did together for that year that we did stuff together, all of those variants that I did all the work for those guys, all the work for those. I handled the printing, I handled the shipping, I had employees board and bag stuff. Everything was shipped out, everything that we did. All the artists that he does exclusives with, he did his own exclusives with Piper, for example. How do you think he got to know Piper? Anything. Hey, D-Met's bro. He directly responds. Well, yeah, because I'm not a coward. I don't know who you're saying is Bush League, maybe him or me.
I hope it's him because he's the one who struck down our channel.
Yeah. I got no problem, man. I have no problem calling people out directly. And you know what? There's been many, many times. Ask Drew. How many times have me and you had major disagreements about something?
Quite a few.
Many times. Politically, personally, comic book.
Yeah.
Everything. 100%.
Watch those early videos. We're talking about stray dogs.
Disagreements.
We're talking about Stray Dogs #1. Remember that?
Yeah,
I mean, like I was crazy.
Disagreement and then still being friends with people. It happens, no problem. Yes, yes, we helped each other. I will totally grant you that. We totally helped each other. Yes, we helped each other. I feel like when it comes to monetarily for helping you make money, a shit ton of money, that's okay. That's fine. Hey, whatever.
That's your opinion, man. That's like your opinion,
at least I have the balls to mention the person I'm talking about. And again, so yeah, again, you're more than welcome to come on and defend yourself. You're the one. There's your face right there. You should have kept your mouth shut. Who should have kept their mouth shut? I'll give you a chance to answer right now in front of everybody. Who should have kept their mouth shut? Because I responded to you directly. I directly responded to you live in front of everybody. You then put in a copyright strike to get the video taken down. And then you went and made that saying you should have kept your mouth shut. So who should have kept their mouth shut? Just curious. Wondering who you were talking about. You can come on live. The link is in your Facebook Messenger. So come on. Drew and Max can go watch.
I got right Born of Blood 6. Hey.
Drew's got a hot bubble bath waiting for him.
But yeah, Billy, in all seriousness, I have no problem leaving the live feed, and Drew will leave as well. I obviously am here to kind of be an impartial third party for my friends, but like when it comes to you and Sean, like this is between you guys. Like I don't need to be here for that. So, but yeah, so I hope, yeah.
No, it's not a form of respect at all, brother. Not at all. No, so you made money, you paid half. What happened is I took your half out of the money that was made from the exclusives. You didn't pay half up front. Never once did you pay half up front. That was always done on the backside with me doing all of the work, not the vast majority of the work, all of the work. Never once have you tried to reciprocate that ever by saying like, hey man, thanks for those 15, 20, whatever exclusives we did. You know what? I'm hosting one. You want to jump in and I'll do the work on this one. I mean, that's fine. And honestly, I don't care. I don't care. I wish you all the best and all the success in the world. But when you call people out and those people respond because your video, yes, it was this one right here. What not leeches ruined New York Comic Con. Well, I did 4 live sales. Here, I'm gonna here, guys. You can hang out. There you go. They're gone. They're in the background. There you go. There they are. They're what? Let me know what you want to do. So when you say what not leeches ruin New York Comic Con, well, guess what? I am one of those what not leeches. I have a team. We did 4 sales. I wish I could find them. They disappeared. We did 4 sales from New York Comic Con. Here's my dashboard. No, that's not it. Oh, look, we made some money tonight. Anyway, yeah. I'm one of those dudes. I responded to your video. You said a lot of stuff in there, a ton of stuff in there that was blatantly not true. Blatantly not true because you don't know. So you're out there on YouTube spreading lies and falsities. Falsities? I just made up a word. You're out there spreading lies and falsehoods. I called you out on it. I answered your call. And then you put in a copyright strike to get the video removed. To me, that's a very cowardly thing to do. Then you know that I responded to you. Then you told me that I responded to you. Oh my God, really? I attacked your channel a year ago. What I did a year ago, again, a year ago? What I did a year ago was I think I called you out on, you said something was a key and I said it's not a key. And then you picked something in your top 10. I didn't agree with you, so I mentioned it. I mentioned that I disagreed with your choices. That's exactly what I did. And apparently, again, you got super butthurt about it. Where can you not handle criticism? Can you not handle someone calling you out on maybe making a bad choice? And we went live on it and talked about it. Right? Anyway, you're clearly just going to stay in the comments. So again, you're bringing up all the stuff that happened a year ago. A year ago. How about what you just did? How about saying you should have kept your mouth shut? I assume you're talking to me. I should have kept my mouth shut. Here's a chance. You can, just answer. Come on, stick up for yourself. I'm honestly still trying. There's so much I'm like holding in. I'm trying to still be like polite. I really am. I'm still trying to be polite. How's the guy start call people out, copyright claim, and then say I don't have time for this, let's move on. You know what, Jolly Green? I agree. That's what his video, guys, go watch it. Give him all the views, man. Look at that. 2,000 views 16 hours ago. That's got to be one of his best performing videos. I guarantee it's one of his best performing videos. Go look at his other videos. That's probably one of his best performing one in 16 hours. I'm sure it is. Go watch it. Give him all the views and clicks and likes. Do it. Give him all the view time. I don't care. Go watch what he says. People need to be accountable for what they say. So again, you called out New York Comic Con being ruined by whatnotters, whatnot leeches. You called them leeches. You weren't there. You don't know. You weren't at the con. Have you been to any of these cons that you're criticizing whatnotters for being there? You know, I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones in here where you talk about, I saw them, where you're talking about whatnotters ruining shit. No, I can't find. I don't know. I saw him. So whatnot leeches ruin it for Peach and Mocha and her fans. You literally flick people off. You threw up your middle fingers. And said, "Come at me. Here I am." I came at you, and you gave me you pulled the video. You pulled the most cowardly move you could do and put in a copyright strike. And then you said, "Oh, you should have shut your mouth." Okay, well, I guess I should have. So again, I'm giving you a chance right now to confront me directly. Let's have a civil discord in the public square right here. I have no problem doing that. No problem doing it. Just saying. Your chance is here. You can come on, tough guy. Should have kept your mouth shut. Influencers, retailers. He's just not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Welcome back, Drew.
Hey, how's it
Don't
going?
be farting or picking your nose because I pulled you back.
Gotta remember that my camera's on.
Yeah. Well, hey, feel free to come in. I'll put Drew back in the background. Drew will even just log off.
Yep, I'll go back in timeout.
As soon as you come in, he'll go back in timeout. I'll probably just log off.
Yeah.
Anytime. Again, I'm a broken record now. I'm saying the same thing over and over again. Saying the same thing over and over again. No, if I do that, then anybody will be able to join. I can't put the link in the chat or anyone with the link can join. I don't need 100 people trying to jump into the chat.
It's not a public square.
Well, how do you know I sent the invite? Because I'm not a liar. Og, because I'm not a liar.
Because I think Billy would have said, you could screenshot, the conversation with Billy. Well, then again, they'd have the link. You couldn't really do that, but Billy would say if you haven't sent it.
Here I can do something. I can try to zoom in, and I just don't want to show. I got a lot of personal shit in this chat.
Oh, Billy just commented again, Sean.
Again, okay, what you did was absolutely cowardly. You asked for people to come at you. You asked for people to respond to you. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. I responded to you as a man right in front of everybody, responding directly to your video, to every single thing that you said. To every single thing that you said. I responded as a man should, directly right to you in front of everybody so everybody could see. Nothing to hide, right or wrong. That's how I did it. You, like a little bitch, put in a copyright strike to get the video pulled because I made a bunch of points embarrassing the shit out of you. I'm just going to take the gloves off. I embarrassed the shit out of you because you don't know what you're talking about because you don't go to conventions. You don't go to conventions. You have your little world you've created for yourself with your FOC videos. You have your sickos that come into your video. Everybody loves you. You built your own little universe. That's fine. And anytime somebody comes into your universe and criticizes, you lose your shit. Like, for example, like you brought up earlier in the chat, a year ago, when I didn't agree with one of your top 10 picks and said something wasn't a key because I called you out for not reading the comic books. Well, you started reading comics and we went live and we talked about it, but you threw a fit about that. So now you're trying to be, here. I sent him there it is. Billy Dayton. I sent him the thing right there. Now you want to go on there and start hooting and hollering about whatnot, like you're the fucking king of comic books and you know everything that happens at conventions. You know what whatnotters do. I'm personal friends with a lot of these people. I know the good that they do. I know the bad that they do. I know the guys who run whatnot, the comic book side. They are.
One of them was a customer of yours in our actual brick and mortar store.
Yeah. They are good people who care about the industry, who are trying to make money while also trying to be good stewards of the industry in the exclusive world. Are they making some mistakes along the way? Of course. Have I made mistakes along the way? A shit ton. I contested the strike, Vanilla Queen. I absolutely contested it. It just takes YouTube a while.
Yeah, it's fair use. And
yep. Absolutely. Yeah, man, people are making, Max had a good point, I called out YouTube retailer influencers and won't respond to you. Copyright claim the video, no full well it's fair use. It's a very cowardly thing to do. Very cowardly thing to do. I'm not afraid. Somebody can directly, I would please respond directly to my video. Respond to my video. Use it. Use it. Just like I did. Click it. Watch it. Everything. Respond to it directly. I don't give a shit.
And like you did, Sean, you kicked Max and I out, so he would not feel or be bullied. It'd just be you and him. And
yeah, anytime, no problem. Yeah, I'll do that, no problem. Yeah, hey Daniel Asher, what's up, man? I'm just saying, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. He has plenty of time. He has plenty of time. We have time for the things we choose to make time for. We have time for the things we choose to make time for. Yeah. So then, anyway, so Whatnot Leeches ruined New York Comic Con. I respond to his video. There's a ton of shit he says that's just outright ridiculous. It's false. It's not true. I set the record straight. I say what really happened because I was at New York Comic Con. I have tons and tons of friends at New York Comic Con. I'm very good friends with many, many people in this industry. I'm very fortunate to have people that I'm fans of that I can call friends. I'm very blessed to have that in my life. I responded to his video where he called everybody out, and then he put in a copyright strike. So the video got pulled down. Then he makes his little video here saying, you should have kept your mouth shut, retailers' influences. So in his other video, in this video, he responds to two people. And he says, oh, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. I don't have time for this. I'm too busy. I don't have time for this.
Relying upon his viewers to tell him.
Oh, I'm just responding to what my viewer said. Whatever. If you're going to call people out, you have time to go watch a video. You should, right? If you're going to call people out. So anyway, it's just clearly a very, very cowardly thing to do. It's a cowardly thing to do. A real man would respond to people that answer his call out. He would not hide from them, and he would have no problem coming on and having a civil discord live in front of everybody in the public square. His videos are public square. 100%. He has no problem making those thumbnails and putting those videos up there telling people they should have kept their mouth shut. Well, I'm not keeping my mouth shut. And now you're the one that's being a coward. 100%.
And hey, Sean, case in point, for example, there was an artist, I'm not gonna say who it was, they weren't too happy about our review about their book. So I went and talked to them. We had a good conversation about my thoughts on their book, and they gave me theirs. And granted, it went round and round, but we got it out. We talked face to face about it, where we're coming from.
Yeah. Yep. My employees got tons of books signed by Peach. Yes, Peach did leave the comic. So what happened, we'll address this real quick. It shouldn't have happened. There was, from what I understand, I wasn't there. I was not in the line. I was not in Artist Alley when it happened. I don't know anybody who directly saw this happen. All I'm hearing is hearsay. Okay? Be very clear about this. All I'm hearing is hearsay. A VIP person with a badge was in line. They were upset because there were retailers that got to the line before them. Right? Understandably so. Well, the guy threw a fit and started a fight. Peach didn't know what to do. She got very upset. She didn't want to make her fans pissed off. She went under the table. Japanese people are extremely polite.
Yeah. She's 5'0" and like 90 pounds soaking wet.
I lived in Japan for a year when I was active duty in the Marine Corps. And they're super polite, nice, kind people. They're not fighters.
No.
Americans can be very entitled sometimes. Give a guy a VIP badge and he thinks he owns the world. Or hey, give a guy a YouTube channel, thinks he owns the world, right? Hey, present company not excluded, right? I'm on my YouTube channel too. Anyway, hey, lots of good stuff in the comments here, guys. Wish I could keep up. No, Rick James, please don't do that. I could barely afford my booth for Comic-Con.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, he does not want to know how much you spent. He does not want to know.
Yeah, you know what, Max? He's not going to answer, bro. He had time to be a man and step up and go ahead and answer the call out that was responded to, and he didn't. So whatever, that's fine. Yeah, Rick, I can't, bro. My four boosts cost me 5 figures, man. My island. It's a lot of money.
On top of the artist you flew out.
Devil Dog. Yes, I am a former Marine, retired Marine. I did 24 years in the Marine Corps. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, he had time. He's still watching. He's still watching. I promise you.
I'm sure once you're done, he's going to do a response video right after this.
Oh, maybe. You know what? Maybe. Hey, Semper Fi, Max. Yut. Max was a Marine. And Drew was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
I tease him all the time. I said,
hey,
in the military.
Hey, nobody's perfect.
Hey, and Zach, my whatnot manager, he was in the Navy. Yeah, lots of Craig was a jarhead. Yut. Craig.
Yeah, we met a lot of veterans at the show, actually.
Thanks, Nate. Appreciate it, man. Thank everybody who served, past, present, and those who are about to serve. Thanks for everything you guys do. You allow us to be able to do this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube and have fights about comic books.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how spoiled are we? How spoiled are we that we can do this?
First world problems. I love it.
Yeah. You know what? I don't care if he responds to this directly on his channel. I promise I won't put in a copyright strike. Like a little bitch. Like a little baby girl crying and throwing a fit. I put in a copyright strike. I hope that they lift that copyright strike. I spent a long time today researching this bullshit. I had a lot of shit to do, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and invest some time into this. Yeah, Dave. That's right. Yeah, I invested about, I'll say some numbers. Most people don't.
I didn't want to say anything. I wasn't sure if you wanted to or not. But
I invested about $40,000 total to get to New York Comic Con. Printing exclusives, the booth, Airbnbs, 2 of them, employee travel, employee pay. Yeah, a lot. Yep. Hey, I'm Original Zilla, bro. I'm here. The link is in his thing. I don't know if he's live now. I can check here.
I just checked. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Go sub to his stuff, guys. Go sub. Go watch all of his stuff. This is how he makes a living. He needs money from YouTube, so that's fine. That's cool. What else? Here, I'll even give him I think I used to be subscribed to him.
Hey guys, welcome back to
Whoa, YouTube strike. Just kidding. Yeah, anyway. So
unbelievable. It's completely unbelievable.
Yeah, just saying. Yeah, whatevs. Hey, bro, I can't say I didn't give him a chance. Well, we're in the black, brother. We're in the black. My team crushed it. We had record sales too. Our Facebook Live team, Ernie, leading it, did very great. Very great. I'm saying it worse tonight. He did super, super great.
That Drew guy selling exclusives at the booth,
The booth was, despite some challenges at the booth, like a giant lightsaber booth where we had taken up all of our space. We overcame that. And man, I got to meet a ton of YouTube fans there. How many guys? I'm always flattered when people come up and say, "Thank you so much for your YouTube videos." And I'm like, man, I'm just floored. It's an honor, guys. It's an honor to have so many of you guys rely on there you go. These knuckleheads, Drew and Kyle, give you guys for their top 10 picks. It's an honor.
Yeah.
Daniel Asher, thank you. I'm very excited for Legends also. Another live twice. I know, right? Twice in a week. Mr. Minharez, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, I agree, Max. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah, Max was asking about some. He wanted to get some of the Legends books. I gotta get a hold of Murphy or whatever so we can send some out.
Yeah, we got. I think the exclusives might be on the website. Anyway, so okay, just to wrap up this topic, I tried to give him a chance. I responded. He called people out and said, "You should have kept your mouth shut." Well, apparently you shouldn't have made. Apparently, here, let me get this back up here. Sorry, it's my first. It's my first video ever. Just kidding. Apparently, you shouldn't have thought you were a big man and put your whatever where you couldn't handle it, right? Try to flex and act like you're all this and call out whatnot people and say how they're ruining shit. Agent, you can't watch it because when I replied to his video of Leach's ruin New York Comic Con, when I replied to that video, he put in a copyright claim and it's been temporarily taken down. It's temporarily taken down. So,
and it tells you who put in the claim. We know it was him.
It was him.
Yes.
It was actually him, yeah. Yep. They put in he put in the claim to have my response video. And go ahead and watch this video. I mean, he thinks he's Billy Badass in this video. I mean, he freaking flicks people off. He throws up the middle finger and says, "Come at me. Come at me." Well, I did.
He's Spike Lee on the Knicks basketball court, yelling at Reggie Miller and like not expecting something to happen.
Yep. Here, I'm not showing this video. He'll probably try. I'm not showing a single part of it. I'm trying to show where he flicks everybody off. It was this one, right? Yeah. Oh, he probably edited it. I bet he took that part out. He did. I guarantee he did. Yeah, he edited his video. I still got it saved in StreamYard. My response that I did. Oh man. Now I got to get this ready.
You can always load it to Facebook, Sean.
Yeah, man. I would love to do that. I would love to show where he edited out the part where he flicks people off and says, "Come at me." What a chicken shit. So now he called people out and he took down the part where he called people out. Oh man.
You should be able to load it on Facebook. I know that.
Yeah. He didn't watch your video. Oh, what are you talking about? Mr. Mean Heart? He did. I promise you he did watch my video. That's why he had it removed.
Yeah, he's saying he didn't, but yeah.
Yeah, what's up? I heard people complaining about this. Do you have any idea what's going on with that? The bandwidth are in the top 10?
Yeah, so, Sean, we've been meaning to talk to you about that. When we're doing our best of and the worst of, we're recording, eBay's there, the warehouse people are there, the whatnot's live. Everyone is on the bandwidth at that exact time when we're recording. So it really slows down the speed when we're recording.
Well, okay, the recording shouldn't be because you're recording it. Oh, because it's
on the bandwidth.
You have to find a way to record it, maybe directly on a hard drive or something.
Or we can just do it from your place, your man cave.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. So Chris Taz, B's, maybe Billy's. I don't know what he's talking about. He only cares about real collectors instead of being whatnot bitch.
Whatnot's trying to make money.
So apparently, if you have a whatnot channel like me, I'm a whatnot bitch.
If you're making money, Sean, you're bad.
Is that what you're saying? Is I'm a whatnot bitch?
Because you're making money.
Real collectors? Who gets to decide what a real collector is? I know tons of guys who collect comics and they do whatnot on the side to make money to pay for their collections. So yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Taz. See, no, it's like I don't ignore comments either. No ripping any comics, just ripping into human beings.
We should have sold those. We should have brought some with us to sell.
We're ripping into human beings. So anyway, I can't wait to pull up the video that StreamYard saved when I responded, when he actually flicked everybody off and said, "Come at me." He edited that out. This was originally about an 8-minute video, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where he calls people out and he flicks people off. Again, I could be wrong, but I'm going to check.
Well, he could be. He's covering his tracks.
This isn't the one where he flicks. But yeah, he edited.
That's the one where he called you bitch at the very end of it.
Yeah, this is when he says "bitch" at the end.
Yes.
Yeah, here I'll use like 4 seconds of it.
There doesn't mean I don't know what's going on. So enjoy that, bitch.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bitch. Bitch. Well, who's the bitch now that's afraid to come on and talk? Chicken shit. Man, I gotta tell you, man, it's almost like it's like a keyboard warrior that's okay to type, but then they meet someone in person, they change their story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Watch. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to put in a copyright claim, even though it's clearly fair use. Back on the auctions for Tuesday night, promise paying some invoices, and that happened again. Nate Wolf, just message me or Vicky, bro. We'll get you squared away, man.
I just had flashbacks to a live Tuesday, New Comic Tuesday sale. The message like that, you would get those all the time.
Yeah, Josh, he remembers it. Oh, Craig said he's supposed to send me your first ripped up comic.
Oh, Craig, yeah, message the do it. Put your crap. Figure out what your address is. Message comicsleadservice@gmail.com. Comicsleadservice@gmail.com. With your address, we'll do that.
What up, Kyle?
Hey.
Oh,
it's Mr. Not Kevin. Well, you kind of missed it, man. You're gonna have to go back and watch this.
Unless you were watching.
Mr.
Some of it.
Mr. Hold on, let me see if I can get it right. I want to cut that clip out.
So enjoy that, bitch.
Mr. Bitch himself didn't have the balls to come on live. He was in the chat just trying to say how don't use my video. Don't use my video. That's not cool to use my video. That's what he said. That's what I heard in my head when I read his comment. That's the voice I heard. I know now I'm being super petty by making little sounds.
No, if you listen to it, it's kind of a wheezy voice. Wheezy Tony talks in.
It's just
yeah.
It's just
He's in pain.
Oh, 423 of the video, it's there.
Or is it the other video?
I don't know. Let me see real quick. This is still fair here. I'm gonna just in case Mr. Bitch puts in another claim. Let me just watch it real quick.
I told you if you said something, I was going to come after you. Now the other thing I got.
I told you if you said something, I was going to come after you. That's what he says. He says, I told you if you said something, I was going to come after you. That's not where he flicks everybody off, though. There's a part in that video where he flicks people off. Do you remember that, Kyle?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Wasn't
saw
that
it.
the other video?
Cannot believe it.
This is the truth about influencers. Let me see.
Hey guys, don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, it must be. Yeah, it's this one. It's the Whatnot Leeches Ruin New York Comic Con.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the video where he flicks people off, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm looking through it at the end, and it doesn't happen. There's no part where he throws up his middle fingers. Here, I'm gonna take this off and watch a little bit of it real quick. I'm gonna mute it too, so we can't complain about that. I'm just let this play. I'm gonna watch it, and I don't. The point he's making seems legitimate, and he called you out. Who called Chris? Who you talking about? You talking about me? I'm looking for the middle fingers at 423. In this video, I'm in the wrong video. Let me go check. 423. 20. Oh, there it is. You're right. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right. He didn't edit the video. All right, man. That would have been the bitchiest thing ever. I mean, that would be even more of a bitch thing to do than to call out people. And then when people respond, to have their videos taken down with a copyright claim, and then make another video saying you should have kept your mouth shut, and then refusing to come on when directly confronted by those people. I mean, more of a bitchy thing to do than that. Here it is real quick. Fair use law.
Bring it. I know.
Bring it. It's been brought in.
Yeah.
It's been brought in.
And copyright strike.
I'm just saying. It's been brought in. There's no truth to what he's saying, man. Let me talk to these people. This guy is totally a Billy fan. There's much truth to what he's saying, or why you're so butthurt. I'm not butthurt at all, man.
No, he made a bitch move of making a copyright claim for a fair use of a video. That is a bitch move.
Yeah. Yep. I agree, Mr. Jolly Green. No, there's no truth. There's tons of stuff. If you could see the video, there's tons of shit that I replied to that he said in his videos, calling out whatnot people. First off, he's blaming whatnot people for the Peach Momoko thing, which there's no facts to. There's no proof. There's no evidence pointing to that. Nothing the show has to do anything with whatnot. He automatically assumed that it was whatnot seller that did that, right?
Yeah.
So he's tearing into whatnot, saying they should be banned from conventions. And I'm like, do you know how many people message me? You know how many people have replied in our videos and in our whatnot sales and said, thank you so much for doing these sales. My teams, you guys know how much work those are.
Yeah, people. We said
you got to get up early. You get up early. You get to the show. Yeah. I made this point. You get up early. You get to the show. You work your ass off all day, running around, gathering stuff up, fighting through lines, waiting in lines, getting stuff done. You're thousands of steps in a day.
Yeah, you're literally walking. You're 5 to 6 miles a day. 5 to 6 miles a day. You are walking at least in the convention center.
Yeah. So from 8 o'clock in the morning when you have to be at the show.
Yep.
Until the show closes at 7, then they leave a little early. They probably leave by 6 to get set up, right? They get 6 to get set up. Then they have to get something to eat real quick. You can't sit down and eat a meal. There's no time for that. Then you go live for 3 hours. Then you got to sort those sales. It's a ton of work. And you know how many people have replied and said, thank you so much for doing these sales. If it wasn't for your whatnot sales, I wouldn't have been able to get any of these New York exclusives. We start every single book at $1. Every single book at $1. There's no price gouging. We don't jack up the prices. We don't raise the price. We start every single book at $1.
Yeah.
Our whatnot shows. None of the whatnot shows that we did for the entire New York Comic Con. Here's our whatnot channel right here.
Yeah, like you said, we do these for people who cannot go to the shows, who want to go to the shows but can't afford to go or just aren't able to.
None of our whatnot shows we get done. We did. None of them were promoted by whatnot. We didn't get a
didn't go to the stage once. Did not go to the stage at all once.
Single time on any of their stages or platforms in New York Comic Con. We didn't have a single exclusive given to us by whatnot. Absolutely nothing. It was done on whatnot's app as a completely independent entity selling on their platform, just like we sell on eBay as an independent seller on eBay, just like we do Facebook Live sales as independent sellers on Facebook Live. So trying to get in there and blame whatnot people just shows you don't know anything about how the comic industry or whatnot is working. You don't really understand the challenges there are some challenges with whatnot, 100%. There's absolutely some challenges with whatnot and how it's having a major impact on the comic collecting community. Some are good, some are bad. The bad ones are being addressed. Yeah.
And real quick, I saw a comment about Jim Mint.
Bitch.
Jim Mint is
hold on, I'm sorry, this guy's back. No, we're just talking. We're having a conversation. Whatever. You know what, Billy? If you're too much of a coward,
you want us to get out again, Sean? We can get out again. You can welcome him back in.
Hold on here. All right. The invite is in your Facebook Messenger. I showed everybody. It's right there. If you don't want to come on and talk about what you did and defend yourselves, be accountable, let me know again. Who needs to, as your thumbnail says here, who needs to keep their mouth shut? If you can't answer these questions, then why are you lurking in the comments? Instead of lurking in the comments like a scared coward, just come live and tell me who should have kept their mouth shut. I've already asked you this question. You can reply in the comments if you want to. Reply in the comments. Who should have kept their mouth shut? What retailers or influences were you talking about? Because there was two retailers. Well, I know one retailer, me, that you responded to. So just saying, let me know. Let me know. Again, silence. Silence is deafening. About what, Mr. Zilla? All right, well, he's not coming in.
Okay.
If he shows up again, just kick you guys out. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Who's a whatnot seller? Who's a whatnot seller? Let me raise my hand. Would you consider this having a whatnot account? Having 9,000 followers and 43,000 items sold?
I'm trying to understand. It's just another platform to sell comics. I don't understand what the problem is.
Right. Like, what's the hate for?
It's a platform to sell comics.
Yeah.
I would consider that being a whatnot seller. And then his video clearly said he flicked people off and said, "Come at me." Okay, well, here I am. The truth. I'm sorry, where's the other one? I probably just lost it. Boy, he's getting all kinds of attention on his channel tonight.
Talk about free advertising right here. Jeez.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, here it is. Whatnot leeches ruined New York Comic Con. So first off, the reason, just so anybody who's new or doesn't really understand this, the first thing that got me upset about that is because I was so happy with what happened at New York Comic Con, with what I saw, with what I experienced, with all my friends got to experience. Really? You know what? I'm not even going to acknowledge you. Billy, if you're not going to come in and talk live, then just get out of the comments because you're just being a coward. You're trying to defend yourself with these little sentences here and there. You can be a man and make a live video, but you can't be a man and come on and make a video, but you can't be a man and come on live. So Whatnot Leeches ruined New York Comic Con. You didn't know that had anything to do with Whatnot sellers. Nothing. So admit that you're wrong about that. New York Comic Con wasn't ruined for Whatnot people by a Whatnot person. No, you didn't know that either. No idea that Whatnot had anything to do with it. You clearly have huge problems with Whatnot sellers. So just come on and talk about it. You flick people off in your video. You say, "Come at me."
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm a Whatnot seller. I was like, man, he's talking about us. He's talking about me. He's talking about other people that I know that sell on Whatnot. Absolutely. Let's go. I'll talk about it. So I responded directly to this video live. I did a live video. I responded to this video and another video. I was live for an hour and a half. In an hour and a half, I played his 5-minute and 20-second video. And then the coward goes in and puts in a copyright strike. He asked to be responded to. He called people out into the playground. Come stand up, come fight, let's go, here I am. I responded directly, and then he basically ran away. Then he very much like a chicken shit goes on and makes another video. You should have kept your mouth shut. Should have kept your mouth shut. Who should have kept their mouth shut? Who should have kept their mouth shut? I've asked you at least 6 times to respond to that. You still haven't said shit about it. Who should have kept their mouth shut? Be a man and call them out directly. Oh, as a sign of respect, I'm not calling people out. Shut the fuck up. As a sign of being a chicken shit, you're afraid to talk to someone directly. What's one of my favorite sayings, Drew and Kyle? You guys hear me say this all the time. Don't talk about me, talk to me. Don't talk
100%.
about me, talk to me. If I have a problem with somebody, I say it directly to them. I always have and I always will. I always tell people, another one of my sayings, you don't got to wonder what I'm thinking because I'm just going to tell you. You don't.
And you do.
I do, yeah. Whether good or bad.
They may not like it, but yeah, they may not like it, but yeah.
There's many times I've had to go back and apologize and say, you know what? I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have said that. I was a little too hard. a very, very, very good friend of mine, an artist, a very good friend of mine. I had to apologize to him on my way to New York. I called him back and I was like, you know what, man, I shouldn't have said a couple things that I said. I was super heated, and I deeply apologize.
Yeah.
I
And I did
apologize.
that to a creator at New York Comic Con. I swallowed my pride and did that. So yeah,
Yeah, you had to go say something to an artist too.
Yeah.
About something that just probably went a little too far. It was,
Yes,
just
it
not
did.
thought about.
Yep.
It happens. It happens. But that's what men do. That's what men do. They stand up. They talk to each other directly. They don't hide behind bullshit like copyright claims when somebody does something that you asked them to do.
It's an internet tough guy.
Yeah, internet tough guy, ridiculous. He's lurking in the comments, not addressing things.
Was he affected personally by what happened in New York? Like, I could see if he was affected personally.
No. See, guys, remember this. Remember this, guys. This is how he makes his money. Most of these YouTubers, they got to have controversy. They got to be upset about things because that's how they make their money: clicks and views and likes. You see how much money we get from YouTube? We don't make shit from YouTube.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Shit from YouTube.
We do this because we love comics. That's why we do it, because we love reading them.
Yep.
See, once again, I'm in here responding. You're not responding. Okay, respond to this. Like I've asked you 7 times now. Let's keep a counter going. Who should have kept their mouth shut? What retailer should have kept their mouth shut? See, exactly. You had no idea. I didn't have any hand to play in the events in New York. I wasn't down there in Peach's Line. None of my people were at Peach's Line when this happened.
No.
But you know what? I was at New York Comic Con as one of the main retailers at New York Comic Con. We had a major presence at New York Comic Con. Merck Publishing had a huge presence there. Legends Publishing had a huge presence there. Many, many, many of our creators were there. Interior artists was there. Writers were there. Cover artists were there. We had a major presence at New York Comic Con. After parties, tons of huge presence at New York Comic Con. And you weren't there, and you just decided to get on YouTube and run your mouth about something you know nothing about, calling Whatnot sellers out, saying that they ruined New York Comic Con. Whatnot leeches. You had no evidence, you had no proof, you had no knowledge.
So I've seen everything that Zach and all them bought. Like, making it sound like they bought all these massive amounts of exclusives. Bullshit. He did not.
Yeah, you literally said bitch at the end of the video, Snuff Daddy. You literally said bitch. So you in this video, so who were you talking to? Who were you talking to, sir? Who should have kept their mouth shut? And then who did you call a bitch? You probably didn't expect me to do something like this. You probably thought you're going to put in a copyright claim, the video is going to go away, and I was going to shut up. Well, clearly you don't fucking know me.
Yeah. I just think a blanket statement, everybody on Whatnot is a piece of shit. Everybody that does Whatnot, it's like when you speak in absolutes, you're putting yourself into a box and you can't walk back from that. It's like you need to call out the ones specifically that were using harsh language in somebody's line at New York Comic Con. It's like, okay, have a problem with them. But everybody that uses Whatnot is somehow now the enemy and evil. It's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, he's totally backpedaling now. Totally backpedaling.
Yes.
Not being accountable. Bro, I've kept your face front and center in this entire video, waiting for you to respond to this. Who did you call a bitch, and who should have kept their mouth shut? Important for you to make money. Of course it's important for you to make money. That's why I own 5 fucking businesses in the comic community. So yeah, I like to make money. No shit. Right? You're the one that pretends like you don't like to make any money. I'm here for my sickos to save money. That's all I'm here for, is for them to save money. I work my ass off posting FOC books and giving them discount codes. You're here to make money too, just like everybody else. So don't get on your freaking high and mighty throne like I'm not here to make money in the comic community. You absolutely are here to make money just like everybody else is in the comic business. I'm not making any money on this.
Nope.
Shit. I should pull up the analytics and show them how much money we make. You know what? I might do that just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. Let me go to my freaking
And I'll say it again. Kyle and I do this because we love reading comics. We love reviewing comics.
Yeah, really plain and simple.
You really think I didn't think you would respond? This is what you do. Yeah, I stick up for myself. I stick up for myself, and I'm accountable for the things that I say. Unlike you, you are absolutely not accountable for the things that you say. Okay, how much do you make from your website, which you promote on YouTube? How much do you make from your promotions that you promote on YouTube with all your discount codes? How much do you make from the variants that you do that you promote on YouTube and you sell on your website? Come on, it's not just from YouTube. Don't treat me like I'm fucking new to this. And why don't you just come on?
Yeah.
Who's Eric here at Coward? Who's EIC? Oh, Economics and Comics. Got it. I was like, who's that? I had a blonde moment. You know, I'm going to do that real quick. Here, I'll show you. Here's how much I don't give a shit about money on. Let me take this down real quick so you'll see something you shouldn't see.
Ooh, who gives more discounts, CE or Economics and Comics?
Ooh.
Oh, probably us. I've given so many. I've just on YouTube. I've sold 43. We have sold. It's not me. It's my team. I have an amazing YouTube team. Right, those guys have sold over 43,000 items.
That's a lot. I think that's a lot. It sounds
you mean
like
Whatnot,
a lot
not
to
YouTube,
me.
right? You mean Whatnot? Not
Oh,
YouTube.
oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Whatnot.
Whatnot.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm sorry. I'm looking at YouTube and I'm saying words that aren't actually there.
No, I think we're ripping up 43,000.
yeah.
Where does it say my? Here's our subs. I'm trying to see where it shows like payout, analytics. It's not analytics, is it?
It should be under analytics, and you see revenue.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Your estimated revenue.
Yeah.
Here's how much. Here's how much I care about how much we make from YouTube. $178.
Yes.
$1.22 less than usual.
Yes.
I don't give a shit about that.
Hey, subs are up. Subs are up.
Hey, look at that.
Subs are up.
That doesn't even cover what Drew. And by the way, Drew and Kyle do get paid a very, very, very small amount to do a YouTube video, but it averages out to probably less than $10 a video. Like,
yes.
Yeah. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised by the time tax season comes up. They'll be like, "Can you stop paying me so I don't have to pay taxes on all this money you pay me?"
But again, it's not about the money. I don't care about the money. It doesn't.
Yeah, we don't. It's not it. I don't care about that. Yeah, the money reflects the video quality. Way to go!
Touché.
Way to go, Kyle and not Kevin. You guys. Yeah. Oh,
touché.
That's hilarious. That was good. Can tell by the video quality. Oh, that's hilarious. Money for the Lambo payment. Yeah, that'll pay for one part of a tire. Oh man, that's hilarious. Okay, well, I think it kind of, clearly Billy is not going to be accountable for the things that he said. He's not going to answer the question of who is a bitch. He's not going to answer the question of who should have kept their mouth shut. He's clearly going to try to backpedal, like Zach said. Good point. He's clearly backpedaling. He got on YouTube and wanted to come out as calling out all these people, probably because he thought he had, and this is what people do. They feel like they have more, like, I don't want to say power, but maybe more influence. They feel like they're like untouchable, or they can call out these whatnot people because they're below them somehow. But you don't know who you're talking to and who you're calling out. Right. We just talked about this when you guys with your reviews too. I was like, there's people watching and different people that, we just have to make sure things are very professional sometimes.
Yep.
So you got to stay as professional as you can. Now, admittedly, I got very unprofessional a couple times in this video. But I said, you know what? Gloves are going to come off and I'm just going to speak from the heart. And you know what? If that's what Billy did in his videos, that's fine. He spoke from the heart. But you need to be accountable for the things that you say. 100%. I responded to his video calling out whatnot sellers. I'm clearly a whatnot seller. I responded. I guess he didn't expect somebody like me. See again. Okay, well, who's a bitch? Hey, Billy, who's a bitch? And who should have kept their mouth shut?
Do you want us to leave again, Sean? You can invite him in again.
Oh, hold on. Okay, just me. Here we go. Come on. Pedal faster. You can't backpedal any faster than you already are. than there already are. How have they been affecting cons for the fans? Because you just care so much about the fans so much. Like, that's just hurting your heart and hurting your soul. You haven't even been to these cons. You have no idea what's happening. You're hearing hearsay from other people. You're seeing what's happening from other YouTubers. You're hearing stuff. You're not at the conventions. I'm at these conventions. I know these whatnot sellers. I know them. I know I've had intimate conversations with them about, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? I was in the line with Acetate Gate and I left right before the con opened. I was talking to Gem Mint right before the con opened. And I was like, oh, con's about to open. I got to go back to my booth. I've been at these cons. I know what happens. You're not at these cons. You don't know what happens. You don't know what happens. But you want to make all these videos like you know what you're talking about, right? I talked to Peach. I read the Bleeding Cool article. Okay, you heard what happened. That was one isolated incident, but you want to make a video talking about how the entire comic book whatnotters ruined New York Comic Con, right? Here, I'll even pull up again. Sorry, I showed everybody my whopping $178 that was made. Oh, I gotta switch accounts. Well, you're clearly gonna come in here, guys. I'll bring you back in here in a sec. Because he's not coming back. He's just gonna lurk in the comments.
Real quick, Jim, I want to say about Jim. Jim Mint has been nothing but awesome with us. Every time we've met him at C2E2, New York, been nothing but kind. And Kyle, you don't know this. I talked with Jim Mint at New York. We're talking. Things may happen. So that's all I'm going to say with Jim Mint. That's all I'm going to say.
He's a good dude.
Yes, he is.
I've had many talks with him. He visited here. He visited the store. Right before I had to go south for the hurricane.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got people asking the question in the chat about Born of Blood.
What's that? Never heard of it.
And what is Born of Blood? It's supposed to be in stores, I think. 1 and 2 are supposed to be in stores, and they're wondering what it's about.
Well, here we go. Who should have kept their mouth shut? You want to get in there and flick people off and say, come at me? Here I am. And you're just lurking in the comments like a coward. Anyway, and you know what really irritates me even more about it is that you put in that copyright claim. That is such a bitch ass move to do. I responded directly to your video and you put in an effing copyright claim to have the video taken down. I hope they side with me and that video goes right back up. I'm sure you'll dispute it again. I hope that they put that back up because you really showed your true colors. You really showed your true colors. You, like a little bitch, put in a copyright claim to have my response video to you taken down. You shouldn't have played my video. Why? You asked for people. You flick people off and said, come at me. You flick people off and said, come at me. Oh, you can come at me without using my video. Okay. Again.
So we've had creators. There have been other YouTubers who have played our videos during their videos.
Oh, tons.
Not once have we filed any, copyright claims or anything like that.
Tons.
I don't care.
Tons. You know what I mean? Type in the word reaction into YouTube and look at how many.
There's
the
two.
Fine. Hey, that's fine. I'm. You know what? If I sound pathetic, I'll own that. But you know what? I'm calling out somebody. I'm calling out somebody who needs to be called out. And what exactly sounds pathetic? He called out Whatnot Leeches. I call him on how he was wrong. He put in a copyright claim, had the video taken down, and then wants to put up a video calling the two people he responded to. One was clearly me. Calling the two people he responded to, he said, bitch, at the very end. Bitch. I already played it several times. Bitch. And he says you should have kept your mouth shut. How would anybody anybody not responding to that would be, I would call you less than a man. Sorry.
All after the copyright strike. All right after that.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of hours.
Yep. Just saying.
He's a big man.
Yep. And, I've acknowledged every person that's tried to call me out. I'm skipping some of the people that saying, I stand by comments. Thank you, John. I'm not ignoring you guys, but you know what? I don't hide from negative comments. Mr. Ding Classic, if that's how you say it. Ding Classic, whatever. Okay. That's your opinion. You know what's hilarious is how you are refusing to answer simple questions. Simple questions. You have a chat link in your. You know what? I'm done, man. You've whatever, whatever, man. Whatever.
Yep.
Messes up orders all the time. It's so funny. Oh man, that's so funny. So we did a well, man, I need to do it for last year, but I did we did have a problem when it was first starting about having lots of errors in shipments.
Yeah.
And I asked my staff and my team, I want an error report of every error that happens because we got to get this fixed. So I looked into it. We had a 3% error rating, which 3% of our orders had errors. Way too many. We got it down below 1%. Down below 1%. Now, last time I checked, admittedly, it was like almost a year ago now because I haven't done the analysis in a year. But I haven't had any major issues with problems. Just in Whatnot, if I just put my Whatnot, 43,000 items sold. We average, I don't know, let's just cut that in half. 20,000, an error rate of less than 1%. I mean, that's ridiculous. We do not have tons of orders messed up all the time. So it's just a lot.
No, it's like you said, we used to, but no.
At one point, yeah, I admitted that was a problem we had, and
Yeah.
we dug into it. And we got it fixed. People make mistakes. Businesses grow. They have problems sometimes when they grow.
Even Amazon makes mistakes. Go figure.
What's important is acknowledging that mistake and trying to get better. I'm just saying. Yeah, good point. Flipping off hundreds of comic fans. No, man, he didn't flip off the fans. He flipped off just those bitch ass whatnotters that apparently he's not going to talk about. He's not going to talk to. He's not going to address. He won't say who should have kept their mouth shut. He clearly addresses me in the second half of this video. He's clearly addressing my video, which, like a chicken shit, he had taken down with a copyright claim. Right? Had taken down with a copyright claim. Clearly addresses me. And he says bitch at the end of it. And then he won't even say who it was. Yeah, whatever, man. He's you know what? I used to watch his FOC videos up until about probably a month ago. I used to watch his FOC videos. I really did. Because I enjoyed them. I feel like he I mean, they're a little long and drawn out for me sometimes, but I would just skip to the parts that I liked. So yeah, I used to watch his videos. I mean, not anymore. Oh, his minions will talk mad shit. I don't care. I don't give a shit. The truth is, their leader will not be accountable for the things that he said. He will not be accountable for his action. He won't be accountable for who he called a bitch. He won't be accountable for who should have kept their mouth shut. He won't be accountable for the bitch ass copyright strike that he put in responding to his video. There's tons of shit he won't address. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's the typical Mike Tyson. Everyone has a plan until you get punched in the face. He didn't expect you to come at him. And now that he has, he's like, oh shit. Now I'm going to play the funny guy. Ha, ha, ha. Look at you. You're making fun of me. This is pathetic. You're such a baby. It's like, dude, you got smacked in the mouth. Just admit it.
Yeah, we downsized. I talked about this too. We downsized. We had at the peak of Comics Elite, we had 42, 43 employees. And now that's shifted. I've shifted a lot into the publishing world. So a lot of those employees, they don't work for Comics Elite. Now they work for Merck.
April last year. Remember how many employees you had? April last year.
It was unmanageable. There was this crazy. There's no way they were. Yeah, it was terrible. Weren't doing their jobs. Fucking off. It was terrible.
People passing out and just everything. Yeah.
Like I said, fat kid in the corner talking shit till he gets jacked and wants to go hide behind the teacher. Very good analogy. Very good analogy. He wants to go hide. I mean, constant here, but else says about her comments. The things he says in FC videos and other videos is so wrong. He would just go straight in business. He would do so much better. You know, Dean. I mean, that's your opinion, and that's cool, bro. Some people may like his choices. Some people don't like his choices. That's what's great about YouTube is Kyle's on the shitter. That's what I like about YouTube is that you have lots of choices. If you don't like what he says or what he picks, you can go somewhere else. If there's clearly a lot of people that like what he says. You know, it's funny. Just in the hour and 40 minutes we've been live, this video's gone up 200 views. If you look at
we've had over 100+ people watching this whole time, Sean.
Yeah, well, you know, people like. I mean, I'm sure this isn't very entertaining. This isn't something you see every day. But you know, this happens in my universe like a lot more than normal. I guess I don't know what normal is for confrontation, but I'm a very honest person. I call things like I see it. I have very direct conversations with many people. And most people, we listen, we absorb what they're saying, we admit when we're wrong, we apologize when we say things we shouldn't say. I've apologized to Kyle and Drew. They've apologized to me for things just because we're just men and dudes, and that's what we do. You know, we could have a huge disagreement and still go to the Colts game on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It happens all the time. There's a huge disagreement, and I'll walk out there and come back in and be like, "Hey, man, will you hand me that thing over there?" Yeah, sure, no problem. All right, man, I'll see you guys later. All right, bro, we'll talk soon. And we just had a huge blow up about something politically that we don't agree on. You know, but it doesn't matter. We're still friends. Apparently, Billy doesn't have the ability to be accountable for things. You know, I don't know. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm kind of over it now. You know,
You gave him how 3
Yeah,
times,
it's
4 times?
opportunities, man.
Yeah.
Ample opportunities to come on. Missing a female lead to get a 5. You mean a minority disabled female lead that is gay or something? You gotta have all the wickets, man. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta reach all those metrics, you know.
You gotta have all the things, right?
You gotta be T Franklin. There you go. You gotta be T Franklin, and you're all set.
Yeah. I don't know. I did a response video to that Bronze Age Nerds dude too. He wanted to talk shit about a shipment he got.
I remember that.
He complained about his free slabs he got from the reward program. Took too long to get them. I guess they were free from the thing. I can't control the grading companies. I hate weakness too, man. I hate it. There's 3 things that I really don't like. I just want to like attack it like crazy. Let's finally take him off of there. I hate Kyle, not Kevin. I hate liars, people that lie and deceive intentionally, especially for their own personal gain. I hate that. I hate bullies. I don't like bullies at all. And I hate weakness. Like if I see somebody like I don't know, if I see somebody being really weak and pathetic, like, oh, you know, like I can't really describe it, but if I sense somebody's really weak, I want to just like fucking purge them from the gene pool. I don't know where that comes from. It's weird. I'm sure there's some weird evolutionary thing going on there. Yeah, so anyway, I watched this video today and he said the new Sylvester Batman will be good because I like Batman right now.
So Sean, if you go into Lunar, the preview pages, the whole preview pages are in Lunar to look at. Flip through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can see them. There's no dialogue, but you can see all the pages.
Oh, okay. Well, that's at least you can see the interior art.
Yep.
I would love to see interior art, man. When's the last thing Sylvester drew? Was it that Hulk series way back when you drew the remember the Hulk?
Yeah, with Mark. I think it was Mark Waid. No, it was Jason Aaron. Jason Aaron did the story.
Jason Aaron. Yeah, he's living in the cave.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
He's just been doing covers since then.
Yeah.
Pain is weakness leaving the body. Yo, aren't you a bully? Yeah, right. I'm a bully. That is weird. What's up?
It's weird.
Hey, it's Trish.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, Trish was in the video last night. We're talking a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see her in Baltimore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Bullies prey on weakness. Yeah, they do. Yeah, purge weakness. I am very passionate. I'm very passionate. Emotional, I guess you call me emotional. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. You know, I'm not afraid to show how I feel about things. Economics and comics, you were being an air ranger looking for attention. When you got it, you disappeared. Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, I think that's really about it, man. There's nothing else to say. I've covered it in excruciating detail. I've said it time and time again. There were many bitch ass things that he did. You know, I agree with. So a whole catalyst of all this, right? The whole catalyst of all this was what Peach had to go through in New York was terrible. It was shitty. It was terrible. She should never have people fighting in anyone's line. I don't care who you are.
No. But like you said, Sean, it was an isolated incident.
Yes, we got to keep it in perspective. It was an isolated incident. Everybody wants to blame whatnotters, right?
Yeah.
Everyone wants to blame people with no evidence. They're making assumptions.
And real quick, I want people to understand like what it was like in Artist Alley. Downstairs, it was hot, it was stinky, it was nasty. People were elbow to elbow. So when you have that on top of, tempers flaring, things are going to happen. It was just the right mixture of everything at once, that perfect storm of everything that caused that.
Tree Man, if Billy was smart, he'd come on because the industry is changing fast and discussing issues like this, addressing problems with solutions. But I think he's staying in his lane. I have to disagree with you, man. If you were staying in your lane, you would not put a video up saying whatnot leeches ruined New York Comic-Con. That's not staying in your lane. You weren't at New York. You don't sell on whatnot. You don't know what happened at the event. You don't know they were whatnot people. He went off some bleeding cool article and he said he's talked to Peach. He didn't talk to Peach. He looked at some posts she made. So, no. And then he wants to, tell people to shut their mouths and call them bitches. Bro, I get what you're saying.
After the copyright stroke, after
you put in a strike to thing by thing down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm saying, he should address issues like this. If you want to be a leader in the community and a thought leader in the industry, then, yeah, you should. You should want to come on. But, he's not staying in his lane. Nice, Patricia. She is such a sweet person. She is
and so is Trish. Trish is a very sweet person too. Yes.
Yeah, Trish is a sweet. Yeah, see, nice people are drawn towards each other, right?
They are.
I don't know why the three of us are in the fucking chat room together.
I was lost.
It was hot in New York in the middle of October. You know what's funny, Mr. Zilla? It actually wasn't that hot outside.
No, but inside we have tens of thousands of people.
Circulation
down in the base, in the lower level, tens of thousands of people down there, all cramped, elbow to elbow. It's going to get sweaty, hot, and nasty down there. There was no AC at all down there. It was bad.
I agree. But anyway, so there we have it, guys. I answered someone's call. That person responded very cowardly.
Real quick, yes, heat does rise, duh. But when you're in a small, confined area with 1,000 people, it's going to get hot and nasty.
Now what? We all go on with our lives, sir. That's what happens.
On to the next one.
Yep. We all go on with our lives. You're probably better off, Trish. You're probably better off. You're probably better off going to Baltimore. We'll be in Baltimore.
Yep.
Diamond Summit is there, which I'm going to.
Ooh.
Because I'm involved in the industry that I've chosen to make a career. Anyway.
But you're a whatnot leech also.
Oh, yeah, I'm a whatnot leech. Yep. Our whatnot profile.
Yep.
I'm a whatnot leech.
Comics leeches. Comics leeches.
Yeah. I know. Well, whatever. Yeah, man. Everybody's talking about this internet connection for reviews. We got to figure something out with that, guys.
Like I said, we should do it from your man cave, man.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Come on in.
Yep.
Kyle, witness. Chat.
Witness.
Come in the front door. My office is right there on the right.
Oh yeah.
Don't even got to see you. Literally, you
That's
get in
the
my house
best.
without even having to see you. Yeah, come on in. That's how I explained to Kimberly. They're doing what every Tuesday night, Monday night? Well, they're gonna come to my office and film a video and then leave.
Yeah.
Yep. Give them about an hour, 2 hours, and they're gone.
It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. Yeah, I'm totally fine if you guys want to try that out. Totally
Cool.
fine.
Awesome.
Billy's a hardworking dude, doing what he loves, his hobby. Can't the guy for that? No, not at all, man.
We're not hating him for that. We're hating him for sounding like a jackass. Like that's more.
I'm hating him. I'm hating on him for. I'm not even hating on him. I'm just calling him out, just like he called other people out. That's all I'm doing, man. Oh, X-Men Eternals. I'll third that motion. Yeah, if it's that bad, guys, we definitely got to go there for sure. And I'm sure it's affecting the views.
It really looks like 2000 dial up when you're watching the videos.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I pay for the fanciest internet that they offer here at this location.
But when you have I don't know how many iPhone devices upstairs, all linked to the network and warehouse people and us, yeah,
I got you. True.
120p.
No one's burned. There's no fire going to be. It's bad enough that they rip the comics to pieces. We don't need any fire. We're not burning any books. No, there will be no burning of books. This is the Salem witch trials or some shit, or Nazi Germany were burning books.
No, it was Reverend Lovejoy in The Simpsons. He was doing that. His book burning mobile.
All right. But yeah, you know what? I like what Billy does for the community. He gives his opinion on top 10s and FOC videos, and he goes through the FOC with everybody in detail. He gives his opinion, agree with him or not. It's great content that he makes. But maybe he needs to not speak about things that he doesn't know about, like what happens at conventions and whatnot sellers, and calling people out, and then calling them bitches, and then saying they should have kept their mouth shut because someone's going to speak up. Someone's going to punch back. And I punched back, and he ran into the corner and cried. That's exactly what he did. So, just saying, cremation of the week. Hey, man, I wasn't trying to come on here and be a bully. I wanted to legitimately have a talk with him. I sent him the invite.
Now, you would have had they would have a ground for calling you a bully if the 3 or 4 of us were here with Billy. But you took us out.
Yeah.
You let us leave, or just be you and him.
Yeah, yep. Just
multiple times.
I'm still open to do it. I'll still go on his channel. Send me a link, Billy. Anytime. I will make time. I know you're super busy. As in your video, you said how busy you are. I know you're super busy. Trust me, I'm busy too. But I will make time. We make time for the things that are important. And apparently, sticking up for yourself and answering for the things that you said is not important. All right, guys. Well, all right. It's been almost 2 hours, so let's wrap this puppy up. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's tell them to go buy Born of Blood. That's what I'm going to say. Tell them to go to the LCS. Tell them to order Born of Blood.
Well, how about you go and buy Miss Meow? That's coming out next week. Miss Meow 5 is out next week, so go buy that first. Because Merc Publishing publishes lots of comics. So go buy Miss Meow. Number 5 is really good. There's a shadowy person in the shadows. You may or may not know who this person is. It will be revealed soon. Death Rage is also fantastic. You should go and order Death Rage. Fantastic story. And you should also go and buy Born of Blood. You should also go to your comic shops. Go to your comic shops and tell them that you want to order Bone Check and The Glopple, 2 titles coming out from Legends Publishing. Co-owned by myself and Jamie Tyndall. Just like Merc Publishing is owned by myself and Jamie Tyndall. We're very proud to be making comics. We love the comics that we're putting out there into the comic sphere. They're not perfect. Hey, we're just like everything else. We're feeling things out, getting good writers, good interior artists, good letterers, everything. Zeke past number type of read. That's fine. That's why we're doing Legends, because we have a horror title called Bone Check, a kids title called The Glopple. We think kids are going to love it. And you have lots of different cool stuff. No, there will never, ever be a Miss Meow versus White Widow. Never. Never. I'm just saying, Blade Ridge or Blade Edge. There will never happen.
No.
They are two completely separate companies. Two completely separate companies. So Miss Meow has nothing to do. The only similarity between Merc Publishing and Red Giant, who owns, what's the name of the company again that does White Widow? My brain just Absolute Comics. The only similarity is Jamie helped create White Widow. That's it. Jamie helped create White Widow, and Jamie then, after he created White Widow, during COVID, me and him got together and decided to start Merc Publishing. White Widow has nothing to do with it. Chris, oh man, funny question. So I need to get back. I'm a month out of the gym. I need to get back in the gym. I feel it and I look it. I feel like I'm slovenly. Well, I was working on benching 300 again before I pulled my labrum, before my 50th birthday. I turned 50 in July. I was super close, man. I was thinking I was probably gonna be able to hit 350, and I tore my labrum. I can't flat bench anymore. I'm too old, man. I'm too old. But yeah, I was so close. I did 225 11 times, 2 different sets. I was like, I know I can press 3. I know I can get it. And I was going to do it the next week. And then I went to incline press. As soon as I went to press, oh shit. Nope. It broke. It was not cool. Looks like White Widow tonight.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. That's pretty good. I'll take that.
He could. Billy could totally take me, guys. I'm a giant pussy. I'm broke. My whole body's broke. I'm 90% disabled, so he probably could take me. Just saying. You blow smoke in my face and I'll fall over. Okay, so yeah, again, we're just kind of shooting the shit. But yeah, go. Thanks for supporting all the stuff. Follow Comics Lead on Whatnot. Great deals. We have a great team up there. We have Abby and Cassie, and I'm going to forget everybody else's name, Maria, and New Girl. I just forgot New Girl's name. Hey, she's still New Girl. That's okay. Just saying, there will be no Blender. Boy, they really want to watch you mutilate comics in creative ways. They want you to burn them. They want you to put them in a blender. They want a video of you coming out after wiping your ass with one of them.
That's not. There's an idea. There's.
Oh man, Dylan Classic. Well, we're assuming what he sees him. This is your opinion, so you're assuming what he thinks. I really don't like doing that too much, but he sees trading card flippers like that follow distributors. They're making a profit, not good for the hobby. You know, everybody's a flipper, man. Everybody's a flipper. Every comic shop out there is a flipper. They buy comics from Diamond at a discount and they sell them for a higher what they paid for them.
No, half price books, they're flippers, technically.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Walmart is a flipper. Every single retailer is a flipper. Craig, we will see you Saturday, man. So let me know when you're going to be here. We'll see you Saturday. So everybody's a flipper. I started Comics Elite as a flipper. I went to conventions. I was active duty in the military, in the Marine Corps. I went to conventions and I would buy extra copies to then sell them on Facebook or eBay. Before Facebook was a huge thing, I was selling them on eBay. And then I started selling them on Facebook. Before Facebook Live was a thing. I was selling them just on my own, on the side. And it grew into this. Next thing you know, I'm hiring a dude to help me carry shit around. And then it just goes more and more. I'm hired a girl. My first employee I hired was a girl to help with my shipping when I lived in Mountain View, California. This tiny ass little apartment. 1,200 square feet. It's ridiculous. Anyway.
Dang.
Yeah, she sells hotkeys for above. You know what? Blade, that's a whole nother topic we could talk about too, man. Like I agree with that, but I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? If let's say you have a pull list, you should get every book on your pull list at cover price, 100%. If you didn't have the book on your pull list and that comic shop ordered 3 extra copies, and those 3 extra copies are on the shelf, right? They can pull them off and sell them for whatever they want to. Fair game. 100% fair game. And Blade Edge, I'm not saying you're doing this, but I'm saying just everybody in general. There's a lot of people out there that expect every single thing in a comic shop the week it comes out to be cover price. And I screw you. There's no way, man. There's no way. Why you want to be cover price? Again, not you, Blade Edge. I'll take you off. I'm not talking about
like you told us when we repricing the ratios. eBay is a great equalizer. We always go to eBay, check the prices, see what they're going for, and what the market says. That's where they're at.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'll be more than happy to talk about that. Do a live video about LCSs that charge more. Well, you know, what about the guys that go into that comic shop and they want to buy every copy for cover price and they're going to go flip them and sell them for more money? That's mostly why people are pissed. When they get pissed because there's a hot book in there and that comic shop is like, nope, this is $10. Like, but it just came out. Yeah, but look on eBay, selling for $40 or $20 or $30. And I'm asking you a little bit below fair market value. People get mad. Most of them are mad because they can't sell it. Well, Midtown doesn't have time. Midtown, honestly, they don't have time, man. They order a few issues of everything. And then they don't have time to have an employee go through and pull all the hot books off. And most time, if you sell we usually don't do that. If a book's going for $20, I might sell it for like $7, $10. It just maybe in the Facebook Live sale, possibly. But if you walk into the store, I'll sell it to you for cover price. No problem.
We went in their warehouse, Sean. Remember, they had the huge cherry pickers and everything. They've got a huge operation where they're located at.
Oh yeah, I got to see inside Midtown. It was a very interesting experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't have time for that either. You know, and in my experience, if you're going to buy this hot book, let's say you're going to buy this hot book that just came out. This is Vanished by Miko Suyin, by the way, now available at comicsleakcomics.com. If you're going to buy this hot book, most time you're going to buy other stuff too. It also depends. If you have a subscription with the store, I'll hook you up. If you don't have a subscription with the store and I've never seen you before, you want to come in and buy all my hot books, yeah, you're going to not do that. I'm just saying. It just depends. Everything's different. Yep, ratios, yeah. And Patricia, of course, they have to, Trish. They have to mark those up, as you know. 1 in 25s. Anything below a ratio is a good deal. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 1 in 25 for $20, 1 in 10 for $6, 1 in 50 for $40. That's a good deal.
It's very rarely something goes above that ratio cost.
Yeah. And you also got to look at, like, again, we're talking about a whole nother set of things now, but you also got to look at well, Rick James will get to that. You also got to look at I just forgot what I was going to say because Rick James' comment got me excited. Oh, look at how much that cover A was. If it's a $10 cover A, how much did it cost to get that 1 in 10 ratio? So a retailer, assume every comic shop gets half off of what they're selling. That's usually the general rate, right? 50% off. All retail is usually about 50% off. So to get 10 comics at $10 each, that's $100. So they paid $50. So they paid $50 for that 1 in 10. If it's a $10 cover price book, that's crazy. So of course if they sell that for only $10, how many more of those cover A's do they have to sell to make their money back, right? So yeah, I hear you, Rick James. Like, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I feel like comic shops should have the right to price the book at the counter because it's hard to keep up, man. It's hard to keep up. You never know when some book's going to be a key. You know, all of a sudden, this obscure character that was in Avengers #7 is announced to be in a movie, and all of a sudden that book is now going for $50 or something got optioned or some book got hot all of a sudden because somebody got announced for the Silver Surfer movie. Just who knows, right? And people want to go into their stores and get those books for cheap most times because they want to sell them for a profit. Why should the comic shop not sell those for a profit? Now, that's one side of it. On the other side of it, well, if they're trying to get $10 for a cover price book and there's one completed sale, I mean, screw you, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that either. That's just being douchey. So there's kind of a balance there, Rick. That's my opinion, Yeah, I suck then because I've done that. That's true. I've done it. I've totally done it. I've gone to someone's table and been like, "Wow, this book is hot. I can sell it for a ton of money. Hey, how many of these can I buy? How many
I've
do
done
you
it.
want?
Yeah.
How many do you want? What's the print run? 200? I'll give you $2,000 right now for all of them. I'll give you $10 each for the whole print run. How many do you got left? I've only sold 10 of them. Okay. Well, shit. As soon as I show this book on my feed, it's going to blow up. This is a hot artist. This is a hot cover, right? I'll buy the whole damn thing. And then I'll sell them for $30 each. It's his business. We'll see you later. Great job tonight. Whatnot. We're
Leech.
whatnot. We're whatnot.
Leech.
Leech.
Yep.
Leech.
Doing 3Xing your weekly order for whatnot. A lot of people and whatnot. Maybe we are looking into something to offer a pull list, but a pull list for weekly orders for whatnot. I don't know, man. I have to look on how that would work.
Yeah, that's a
tough one
right there.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's better ran through a point of sale system with like an app where you can set up your own pull list on your phone. We're going to set that up through Comics Elite, the Bane store. Somebody got a 100 Power Rangers. Oh, damn. Good for you, man. That's a score. Holy shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. I moved on. He's done. Collector on top of it getting dinged because the dealer isn't. Nope, the price is the price. But we, the collector, are on top of it and get dinged because the dealer isn't. Hard Knocks. I don't know what we're talking about anymore, bro. You must have commented when I was talking about something else, and I want to respond to what you said, but I just totally. Do you guys know what he's talking about?
I think about the eBay pricing at the counter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The price is the price. Well, I don't know, man.
I'm kind of torn. I can see it both ways.
Because it's tough, like I would be, think about my store, right? And if somebody's like, hey man, do you have any Vampirella number 7s? And I'm like, sure. I want to buy all of them. My first thing would be like, why?
Why?
Weird request, right?
Yeah.
Why do you want to buy all of these? How much are they? I don't know. Why do you want to buy them all? You know what I'm saying? Well, they're in your dollar box. Yeah. They were $1 until you said you wanted to buy all of them. Like, why do you want to buy? Are you just a hardcore Vampirella fan? Like, I would legitimately go to my phone and be like, Vampirella news or some shit. Because I don't want to get screwed either.
Yeah.
I don't want to screw you over. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to screw over the collector, but I also don't want to get screwed over myself. So I'd be like, let's find a middle ground. You know what I'm saying? Let's find the middle ground. I want all of them. Well, shit, these are all going for $40 on $30 online. Okay, you can have them all, but you know what? Give me $10 for each of them. I'll sell them all to you. Give me $10 for each of them. Because I don't want to go through the pain in the ass of listing them and selling them and shipping them. Like, give me a little bit of money. You can make some money. Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
That's fair. You know what I'm saying?
Seems fair.
Yeah, I feel you, Rick. I feel you. I can agree with that. Yeah, bro. I feel that's good too, but you don't know everybody's motives. You collect for your kids, which is amazing and awesome, man. I love that. And I love, man, there was a 17-year-old kid came up to the booth that was super excited about comics. And I was like, he's telling his friends about the story in Batman. And I was like, how old are you, man? He's like 17. And I was like, man, thank you. It's awesome that you're reading comics as a 17-year-old. I gave him some free exclusives. I was like, here, man. He was like, no way. I totally hooked him up because I love seeing those guys. Last man standing cage match. Oh man, I don't even know if I would accept that. I mean, I would win, but I don't think I would even accept that. It's not worth my time.
I'd buy that pay-per-view.
Yeah, do your homework and pre-order.
Yeah, you just don't have the time, Sean. You don't have the time.
Yeah.
Only major gripe with CE Whatnot and other sellers. I only got one major gripe with CE Whatnot and other sellers. We understand why it's not done. Tell me what it is, Blade Edge.
Yeah.
You already said I forgot. Tell me what it is. Yeah, Rick knows it's up. My dealer would give them for the price I found them. Ask him to leave a couple from. Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a good. You giving him the information, like, hey man, this is a $40 book. Oh, thanks, man. How many do I got? I got 6. Well, here, man, buy. you can buy 2 at cover price or 3 at cover price, and I'll sell the rest. Thanks for the info. That's a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying, Cressai. Like I've said it before too. Like, don't be mad at me because I'm a good businessman.
Yeah.
I made this analogy earlier in the video. A lot of guys probably weren't in here, but I said, hey, if I'm a billionaire and I go and buy all the Corvettes that came out that year, all the special edition ones, and I go to Corvette and say, hey, if I buy every Corvette you buy this year, will you put a special number them special with my initials or some shit? Make them the Sean edition. Each one has a little plate that says Sean. They're like, sure. Now I bought out the exclusive Corvettes for the year. Am I a douchebag for doing that? Am I ruining it for all the other Corvette collectors, or am I just a smart businessman? I don't know. Jury's out.
Both.
Maybe, yeah, both. Both. Maybe I did ruin it for the other Corvette collectors that want to buy those cars, right? But also maybe I can make a shit ton of money.
Well, and back to his comment that we was talking, some of the retailers like the previous shows that would sell them all out initially. Some of them at this show said like, all right, we're not doing that this year. We're going to limit them to people so they can. But some do realize that. Yeah.
See tweet you when I had the zombie tramps. I had the really hot Zerdy zombie tramps with Ali Garza. I limited it to one set per person per day. I'm sorry, they're limited to 50.
Yeah.
Like I pre-sold 5 copies on the website beforehand, and it's 1 per person, and they were still sold out by the first day. By the first day. Well, all right, guys, it's 9:00 in the East Coast, and I got shit to do. And thank you for showing up, guys. I appreciate it. Max, don't know if you're still out there, but thanks for showing up. Also, keeping me level-headed, making sure I'm not thinking any crazy shit or doing any weird shit. I really did ask these guys. So I was like, hey, man, I'm going to do a video today responding to what they said. So, you mind coming on and make sure I'm on point? And they're like, sure. So I appreciate you guys showing up. All right. Last note. Buy what you like, click what you want, to listen to the haters. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Have a great night, and go subscribe to Economics and Comics.